new license law in Alabama for real estate agents there. And what does that have to do with the NAR settlement terms? Hi, everybody. Dana Sparks, broker of Maximum One Greater Atlanta Realtors and Maximum One Alabama Realtors. And today's video is just a quick update regarding a new license law for the state of Alabama for real estate agents practicing there that does go into effect on April 18th, 2025. So what happened? Let me give you a little bit of background. The NAR settlement, the terms of the NAR settlement that was finalized in November of 2024 had some rules in there that conflicted with law in the state of Alabama. And specifically, let me read so I don't miss anything. Specifically, what happened is the terms of the NAR settlement introduced a rule requiring written agreements with prospective buyers before showing properties. Well, that posed a concern because the concern was that it limits consumer choice and potentially raises antitrust issues. So, to address these issues, the Association of Alabama Realtors pursued legislative solution. They went to the legislature and pursued a legal solution. House Bill 230/Alabama Act 225-59. That was raised, and the issue was to resolve these challenges, these concerns, and ensure clarity and consistency. So Governor Kay Ivey, governor of Alabama, did sign this into law. And as I mentioned, it does go into effect April 18th, 2025. And so key provisions, what are the key provisions of this law? If you are a real estate agent practicing in the state of Alabama, regardless if you are a realtor or not a realtor. This is state law, license law, so this applies to you regardless of your status with NAR, membership or not membership with NAR. And it provides greater transparency for consumers when they are first interacting with a licensee. And what it does, what this new law does, this new license law, is it gives the consumer the opportunity and the licensee with the consumer to build a relationship before having to sign a buyer's agreement. Now, the RECAD disclosures are still in place. Act 2025-59 reaffirms Alabama's RECAD framework and clarifies that the RECAD brokerage services disclosure form and copy of your agency disclosure office policy are required before a buyer tours a property. So that's in place. No change to that. Compensation disclosure. Act 2025-59 increases transparency and disclosure by requiring that your agency disclosure office policy includes a general explanation of your compensation. Written agreements. Act 2025-59 clarifies that consumers in Alabama cannot be required to sign a premature binding contract simply to view a property. After a consumer has had time to build a relationship with the licensee, then the law requires a written agreement between the licensee and consumer at specific times. Here are what those times are. For buyers, they have to sign a written agreement before submitting an offer to purchase. Sellers, before listing a property. Terms of compensation. Requires terms of compensation are to be included in the brokerage agreements, and referral agreements. Those are required to be in writing. Again, these requirements apply to all Alabama real estate licensees, regardless if you are a realtor with membership in NAR or not a member of NAR, regardless of your participation in MLS, any of the MLSs. And it does go into effect April 18th, 2025. So what do? Definitely you want to check with your broker on any brokerage policies, changes to policies. You will also want to check with the Alabama Association of Realtors or any local realtor association that you belong to. There are all sorts of ongoing trainings and webinars and meetings to clarify this law should you have any questions. But I hope this video brings this to your attention and helps you out. I'm really interested in your comments, so comment below. Thank you all so much for watching. Dana Sparks, broker of Maximum One Greater Atlanta Realtors and Maximum One Alabama Realtors, satisfying your needs with service, innovation, and education. Bye. If you like that video, check out the one here. If you like the content on this entire channel, please click here to subscribe. I try to take even the most complicated of real estate situations and make them crystal clear. See what I did there? Real estate made crystal clear. Thank you guys so much for watching.